But, it
With BBT. We got Peter,
Welcome.
who's in MU, just made a nice big pop for you.
Yeah, I see that.
So, and I figured I'd break out the Tom Brady shirt since Andrew was talking about Brady's mindfulness towards healthy eating habits today.
Right. Yes, he did. He did mention that.
So, plus, whenever will I get to wear it anymore, anyways?
Okay, here we are heading towards high of pre-market and the high of day on MU. Let's see if we can break it.
Yeah. It's got that daily moving average, too. I know you were talking about that right there near the high of the day. It's almost right on
it's
it.
like it is. Well, they're all at exactly the same level. The high of pre-market was actually only 44.80, but the high of the day was 44.83, which is exactly where that 9 moving average is on the day. So, we'll see if it gets through that. It could be a good runner. I'm tempted to maybe I'll take some off here just to take some money off the table. Oh, here we go. Come on.
Open up the windows, get some light in here. Notice it's a little dark.
What do we got? We've got less than half an hour. Yep. Yeah, I'm just going to wait and see if maybe I get another pop higher, but I'm going to take some off right here. Just took a partial. Just in case we hit it and drop, which happens. Oh. I always like trades when I have to zoom into the chart, the 1 minute chart, to be able to find where my stop is. All right, so I'm going to move my stop up now to, I'm going to put it just below. Again, it doesn't really matter because this has only moved. I guess it's funny because I'm looking at my unrealized P&L and it looks good, but then I realized the stock has still only moved 20 cents or whatever. Oh, 30 cents maybe, yeah. Where's my entry? 44.51. So yeah, I've got like that last partial was 29 cents because I got it right at 44.80. But it's just
it's all ratios.
Exactly. Well, that's why I use fixed risk, right? Because like I was mentioning, so on a $200 risk, which I was taking on this trade, I had 5 cents was my stop loss. So I do the calculation, right? $200 risk, 5 cents, bing, right? 4,000 shares. It's easy math. So as much as my share size is different on every single trade, I always know what my risk is, and so which allows me to sort of make sure that I'm getting the same opportunity every time. So in any event, it just seems odd sometimes when you look at a chart and you're like, 15 cents, that's it. that was 3x, right? That was 3 times my risk. So.
That's slippage on some higher price stocks right there, 15 cents.
Yeah, that's the spread, right? So anyways,
I mean, I'm sure if we pulled up what's a good one, Roku. Well, Roku might be pretty tight today in its spread. Yeah, because it was trading. But Beyond Meat, let's see what Beyond Meat is. That one always has a terrible spread for me.
Tesla's up over
19 cents, not too bad.
Zoom. Amazon. Jeez, Tesla's in Amazon territory. Look at that.
There you go. 20 cents, 27 cents on Zoom. Zoom's a pretty. And I found this interesting. Where is it? Let me see if I can pull it up. Where? Oh, it's in the studies, I think. Is it studies?
Don't I look brilliant to have taken that partial at the previous close? Look at that.
Oh. It is. I was messing with this over the weekend. Ask. commit. I think this will do it. Yeah. So
Where it puts
this,
the mask.
yeah, so it gives you the spread on 2 lines. I could have swore it had the lines there though too.
Well,
So
it probably does if they're far enough apart.
yeah, there they are. I misclicked the thing. So you can see the spread if we zoom in here. You can see kind of the spread between the lines now as it goes and makes it wider. So, especially if you trade a high spready stocks, if you're typically in those, that can help you out. So, there's something interesting. It's amazing what DAS has. I'm sure it has way more than what we. There we go.
Yeah, it's like most software that's been around a while, right? They keep enhancing it, so there's all these features that you gotta dig. I used to work for Nortel, and they had phone switches, right? And you talk to one of the engineers, and they're like, I only wish I could transfer a call while in a conference, and pick one of the lines and transfer it to someone else out of the conference. And like, of course you can. It's simple. All you have to do is hit *65, wait for 2 beeps, then hit 4, then 1 beep, then pick the line using 1, 2, or 3, then hit 7 twice. Like it was something like that. You're like, who the hell's gonna remember that? Like, come on. But for the guy that wrote it, he's like, it's dead obvious.
That is crazy. But it's simple, right? Simple and obvious.
Jason, I just made that up. Don't try that. I don't know what that actually does on a phone set, but they were all something like that. Like there was so much functionality built into the Nortel switches, but to figure it out, like you need this 50-page manual on your desk, right? Anyways, I always found it amusing.
Yeah. Not much for earnings today. We can pull up earnings here as it's kind of slow.
Chris has been working on work all day. He just partialed work, and this is as we talked about before. This is Chris. Where is he here? We got to find Chris sitting at his desk. Here he is.
Oh, let me pull up the right screen.
Oh, is Chris taking a partial again?
Nice. So anyways, back to earnings. We got Workday Incorporated. Not work, Chris, but Workday Incorporated at 4. Not sure that's going to do much. And then we got Dell at 425. Marvel Technology, which is at 405. And then Gap at 415 as well. There's quite a few bit of earnings out there, but nothing that we typically trade.
Dollar Tree has had a sudden drop.
And then tomorrow before the open, we got Big Lots and Hibbett Sports, who has 0 revenue.
What is Hibbett Sports?
Yeah.
What is that it's got no revenue? That's weird. Let's find out.
Let's find out what Hibbett is.
The specialty retail. I think as a retailer they would have some revenue. Apparently not. They have a $483 million market cap.
I guess they're just trying to hide their their revenue. Like COVID, we don't need revenue.
You're not really allowed to do that if you're publicly listed. So I don't get it. I don't understand. Something weird there.
CRM breaking up. Let's see CRM. CRM was a good mover yesterday. Oh yeah, look at it go. Man, all new. Maybe I should have had that on my watch list for this afternoon.
Did CRM move again today? That's like so weird. They'll normally do. Oh my goodness, look at that move this afternoon. It normally doesn't move at all.
Oh, it had a couple good breaks too. Oh.
Interesting.
Maybe that's what I should have been looking at all day instead of Facebook and Apple and NVIDIA.
Well, I can tell you that I definitely should have been looking at anything other than Facebook because Facebook ripped my face off this morning. I was not happy. Yep, if it wasn't for Facebook, I'd be green today.
Ooh.
That's too bad. That's too bad.
Romo. There we go with Romo. What's that again? Revenge?
The regret of missing out.
Yeah. Oh, regret of missing out. That's right. Regret of missing out.
See, FOMO is like that forward-looking. This is the rearview mirror version.
Well, I had plenty of Romo yesterday. That's for sure.
Yeah. I'll go with Brian's regret trade of the day. Brian's out there. He's not not microphoning it with us today. It's just.
Facebook. I was watching Facebook this morning too. It was pretty nasty in the morning. You put CRM up here on my chart right there.
I'm going to take my mandatory trade into the close here, I think.
Microsoft?
On Microsoft, we're going short. Going to take a partial here at 228. This is like, I always feel like Andrew trading into the close with these because they work. Why doesn't the rest of the day work like that? Look at that.
You're just in tune with Microsoft to the short side.
Apparently, into the close. Okay, taking, whoa, we're going to wait. Oh, wait a second. That was a nice drop. Okay, I'm going to take some more off here. Oh, yeah, let's go, baby.
Yeah. John had a really nice trade on Microsoft this morning. He caught it at like 221.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Pulled. See, this is it. You got to be fast. It pulled almost right back up. 228.17 is my entry. So if it hits that, I'm out. Which it's getting close. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, out. Taken out. Well, I got two little partials on it. All right,
nice.
Fine. I'll take it. Little filler on the day.
Just a little bit at the end. CRM. Wow, look at CRM go. It's still moving up. Almost hit the 274 mark.
Mu is actually looking short trade here.
Yeah, it got right back up near that daily moving average and just kind of rejected it, didn't it?
Moving my stop up a little higher here at 44.66. I'll just give it a couple of pennies.
Box loosen it. Yep.
Box. When did I stop watching Box? I'm supposed to be watching that.
Did
Oh,
you
wow. I really lost.
did you trade BA at all to the short side this morning, Peter?
I didn't trade it at all. I was looking at it because I was looking at American Airlines (AAL). I did trade American for a little winner, but anyways, I usually watch VA to see what it's doing. But it was looked like a hard trade to me. It was jumping around a lot. That spike, in hindsight, of course, we can look back and say that spike off the open. High, lower high, hitting off of the previous day high. Yeah, that would have been a good short.
Yeah,
I don't think I was looking at it
right in
the
there.
right time.
Yeah, I thought you might be looking at it right about 10, 11. I think UVAJ was getting out right about that time as well. And it kind of sold off from there.
All right, MU. Let's go back up. I like it. Make some magic. We got 10 minutes. I might take a partial here just because we're hitting into that 10-minute warning, and this thing could either spike up or spike down. So who knows? So I am going to hover my finger over the button.
Getting ready for it. Getting ready for it.
Yeah, I'm taking a partial here. Just in
Got about
case.
20 seconds to that spike.
I don't know. Does MU normally do it? I can't remember.
No. It may if the market goes very heavy at that time, but not anything like Microsoft does, that's for sure.
All right. Okay, well, we'll see here. Yeah, see, look at...
Yeah.
Whoa. It did spike. MU did move. See, soon as that 10-minute warning hits, right? Look at Microsoft spike down a whole dollar through VWAP. MU, I mean, I guess it's all relative, but it did move down it did have a spike, like 6 cents.
You had a big drop in the SPY too at that same moment.
Yeah, so glad I took that partial when I did. Now it's left here. I've just got my stop at 44.64, and there we go. So I'm out. All right.
Boom.
Uncle B, you had a great entry on AMD, so congrats on that. I still love your entry, 83.02 if I remember, which if you look back on the chart, that is like right at the bottom of that candle. I think his entry must have been at 133. Yeah. Look, yeah, see, look at that. In that thin wick, Uncle B got his entry. 130.
Nice.
That doesn't sound possible then. For 130, the price wasn't there. But anyways, sometime around there. Oh, I see. You went actually, huh?
Oh, that's the 5-minute.
Oh, I see. Because he's looking at the 5 minute. Right, right. Yeah. So yeah, we're talking about the same candle then.
Yep.
Yeah. But what a grab. I mean, it was a second try, but still, that's a great grab, and nicely done.
Boom.
So excellent trade.
Yeah. So we will go, speaking of that, we will go to the members trade of the day. If XSplit wants to work, maybe we will. Yes, we will. And today's member trade of the day goes to Marcus. And he took a breakout off of the pre-market. Notice that BYND was ranging. Got an entry off that 2-minute candle as it started to reject off VWAP. And then partialed his way up to 137.50, which is a resistance level that he had marked on BYND. So took a couple good partials, especially if you're trading in that first 5 minutes. If you get a good solid move, it's always good to, like Peter talks about, take that partial, move your stop to break even, and then let the stock run from there. So
Indeed, nice trade. Yeah, way to read that. Not a lot of price action going on pre-market, but you got the good read on it. So well done.
yeah, excellent job.
A lot to be said for having an execution strategy and then sticking to it. So
Definitely. And then
I was. Yeah, it was a good session. It was a very focused session on just how to manage, recover from a series of losses, how to manage yourself. And he had some, personal advice to share. Sort of a quick session, I guess. And then he had a good time to answer questions from our members. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was, it related. Certainly, I could relate to it, and I think it relates to a lot of people. Which one of us has not had, some losses that we just have to get past and get our head past? In fact, I'm sort of feeling that today. But yeah, so that will be up soon, as we said, in our success webinars for all of our lifetime members. So go look for it there.
up in the webinar room for you. You can watch that recording. Next week on Tuesday, we'll have Dr. Reed who will come in, and he's going to talk about Introduction to Trader Personality, which is a really good aspect, especially if you're a newer trader, don't kind of know how you are or how you trade. This is excellent for you as it'll give you a starting point that you can kind of adjust off of as you develop your time. And then for everybody out there on YouTube, if you'd like to give our chat room a try, you can use the code premarket24 or closingbell24 to gain access to the chat room, experience what's going on inside of the chat room, as well as gain access to our onboarding class that goes every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And for any monthly members or YouTube attendees that would like to join us, there is a 35% off lifetime discount for our lifetime membership, and that is Labor 35. Boom. And that is all we have today. As we're going into the close.
Yes, we are. Oh my goodness, I traded a lot today. A lot of trades. I guess when it's just not working, you end up with more trades. That means a lot of commissions coming my way. Glad I don't pay by order though. I was just checking my last order fill on MU, and it was nuts. I don't understand what happened there. It got broken into like 6 different orders or something.
Oh yeah.
You know, I was getting out 300 shares, and it was like 250, 2010, 9, 110. I'm like, what is that? Like,
that happened to me on BA today too. I had 3 different fills on getting into BA this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, we don't really care as long as you're not charged for it, but it just seems odd that I guess they fill you with what they can. Like I said, you know, I'm not used to that because in the old days, like, you know, if you were trading odd lots, you would never get filled, and you had to do like special orders almost for that. So you know, you traded 100 share lots because that's basically all you could do.
And you get filled, so.
No, you would get filled, yeah. Usually not where you expected, but.
Yeah. Ooh. So 40 seconds, 40-second warning if you're going into the close. Marvel. So we can pull up Marvel as they are reporting shortly after the close. They are kind of selling off into the close, but so does the market. There's the bell that we have. So,
all right, what time are these earnings?
So,
Marvel
Cap, I think Marvel's a little sooner than everybody else.
Marvel is right at 4:05. Oh, Workday should be right away. I used to watch W Day. I took it off my list because it didn't do anything for the longest time. Like, look at the price action today. Terrible. C'est terrible. So
not much going on.
HPQ is another one of those that doesn't usually trade well. Okay. Gap. Dell. There's a few things reporting today. Let me write these down so I remember them. Dell, GPS.
Keeping
Take
your
a
eye
look at
on
these in the
P-top.
morning.
Workday, nice big pop. Not sure if they actually released anything yet.
Workday. Oh, they beat earnings soundly. Just beat sales. So sales were just over their $1 billion estimate. Earnings, though, they delivered 84 cents on a 66-cent estimate. So that's pretty
Nice.
commanding.
They got
Explains why it's
pretty
popping
decent
up
move.
here. Yeah, 14 bucks so far. More than that. 16, 17 now.
Yeah. 9%, almost 10% move. After our millionaire is made. Nothing quite went the way. GPS up. Did they release early? And let me let's go
Yes,
here.
I don't see their info yet. Oh my goodness. Workday.
Workday definitely did move.
Yeah, thinking now I should have taken a small share size on that little pullback to 231, but don't normally trade these after hours, but oof, after that pop, I could have got a nice chunk of change on it. ULTA has reported their earnings may not compare. They made 73 cents, which doesn't seem to compare to the 6 cents that was estimated. So yeah, something's off there. However, ULTA leaping here as well. Gotta be careful on ULTA. It sort of trades like a high price, low float. It's 50 million shares, so it's not. But I've watched it in the past, and it can be
UTLA?
quite ULTA. Sorry,
Oh.
ULTA. Ulta Beauty.
Yeah, it's got a pretty harsh spread on it. I mean, you're looking
$3 spread.
at $3 spread on that one. That might be a good candidate to put this on. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, look at that big gap. 249.78, 251.63.
Yeah, well, but you could have made your money. Look at that. Look at that move. All right, what else we got? HPQ reports a beat.
Marvel. HPQ moving a few cents here and there. John, you're funny.
Hey, just because it's not your thing. quite a pop. What did FLDM do today? Anything? Not really. Put some rows in here for tomorrow. Might as well get these guys locked and loaded here. LPA, HPQ. There we go. Wow. 256 now.
Yeah, it just keeps on going. Look at it.
Even with the $3 spread. I don't know. It's funny because when you watch these things, you realize they shoot up like this. But I mean, look at the chart tomorrow morning. Almost inevitably, what you're going to see is it absolutely is going to drop from whatever the high it puts in. It's going to lose at least half of this, and then yeah, it might still be gapping up in the morning, but it won't be gapping up, 40 bucks.
18.3%. Yeah, that's for sure.
And even if by the open it's up, 18% or $40, what you're going to find is that, like, at least I see this most of the time, it'll drop down and then regain it like tomorrow morning. So I just what I don't understand is people that are buying here. I don't know, what's your plan? I guess you're hoping it's going to 280.
Or you're just getting the bigger fool right now, thinking that it's going to 280.
I mean, I don't know. After a $40 move on this, are you? I guess. I mean, that being said, I'm not in it at all, so obviously I'm just not daring enough to take it. So maybe I shouldn't talk, but. And it could be, right? It could be people that are, not really understand what they're doing, or getting filled late, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But I mean, I've got like ULTA, for example. I've got it up here, and there are no big orders. Like the biggest order I'm seeing filled here. There's one for 281 shares. But it's 100 shares or lower, right? If I'm looking at all the share size, look at them: 2, 6, 8, 1, 1, 1, 9, 5, 2, 3. Like, this is all retail.
Yeah.
There's a 500 share, but I've got my separate time and sales that shows anything for 2,000 and over. Nothing's hit it since the close. So. Yeah, I'm looking at Workday right now. I mean, it's sort of just hanging out here. There was a big order in Workday, though. You notice? I see that 11,600 shares at 245. I mean, that's with someone selling into others, right? I gotta believe that's an institution selling.
Yeah. All right.
And it would make sense because I notice it's green, which means that they got that fill at 245 on the ask. So that means others were buying from them at that price. They were the seller, right? So they were the smart ones. It said, yeah, I'm getting out at 245. I'll sell you all you're willing to take from me. Come and get it.
Hey, Marvel. HPQ. Shorted Ulta and Sim. Yeah, Joe, I mean, it's a dangerous trade either way. You're probably safer, in my humble opinion, right now with a short, but you just never know on these things, right? They could continue to run. But if you got a short above 260, then you're doing okay right now. And I would just say, you jump out if it comes back to your break even. Otherwise, you can hang on and maybe you get a little bit of a pullback.
262. So there you go. So you got $5 on it now. Well, depending which side of the spread you count. four
Yeah.
bucks now. Interesting. The spread was just at 9 cents for a second there. Look at that. It's holding below $1. But at least you can. As soon as the ask basically hits, if it hits 262, if I was doing this live, I would just be pounding the button and say, "Get me out." I took a shot, right? Didn't work. No harm, no foul. But again, you might get down to 250. Who knows? Let's see what you can get on it. It's only sim, so it's not real money. But what was the other one? I'm missing one here. What was supposed to GPS and Dell? They only report a little bit later. Oh, OKTA Therapeutics, they reported nothing big there.
Yeah.
NTNX reported. NTNX. Oh, I didn't have them on the radar. It looks like they missed their numbers. Did they? Sales? They beat on sales, missed on earnings. NTNX we've watched before.
Yeah.
They surprised to see them up after missing earnings. I wouldn't be pushing it up, but all right. I'll put it on my list here.
So with that, I'm going to say goodbye to
Later, YouTube friend. Don't forget to hit that like button. Trade safe. We'll see you back for the pre-market show tomorrow morning.